And we're live again. Again. I'm sure y'all get here. I was all by myself. I was all alone. I was thinking of you. But I'm all by myself. All alone. Here by myself. Wait, one viewer. You missed the opening music. You missed the howdy y'all. You missed the fun graphics. Almost makes me sad. Not really. Howdy y'all. Come in, sit down. Take a load off. How much fun is it to sit around and hang out with Raphael early in the morning? I have a blast. I love talking sports. We can talk more sports here if you like. I know a lot of people tune in just to see what kind of crazy crap I'll say. I don't mind. I'm definitely going to say some crazy things. Hey, my one viewer is gone. Oh well. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Because I'm not going to let it be a bad day. Last time, on a Voodoo Review Tailgate, we talked about barbecue. I like barbecue. Barbecue's fun. cooking over a big pit. Lots of smoke. But speaking of cooking, have y'all been following along with Briar Blues? He's got a cooking channel. He's got a cooking challenge. And the prizes, holy crap. He's giving away 3 things. The prizes, not including shipping, will run over $1,000. He's just giving it away. Are y'all getting in? You should. But I'm just talking to myself because nobody's here. Maybe I should go back and play video game. Maybe Steph went live. If Steph went live, then I'm on the wrong channel. Let me check that. La 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 la. Checking to see if Steph's live. Why not? Maybe they went live. If they went live, I'm going over there. I don't see them. Nobody's chatting yet. They're not live yet. Nope, not live yet. Okay. Nobody's here. Meh. Hello? Is this thing on? As I said earlier, read my shirt. Pick a winner. Interestingly enough today, it was less than 60 degrees when I was taking trash out this morning. It's not a thick t-shirt. It is long sleeve. heard the All Blacks won today. Good job, gentlemen. Good job. As I've long said, the All Blacks are my team as far as that sport goes. Some would call it Australian rules football. Some are going to call it rugby. I call it rugby. Fun to watch. Fun to watch. It's constant action. It's like a cross between American football and soccer. There's not a bunch of stoppage. It's just pure go. And the collisions are epic. If you've never watched a rugby game, ever, you're missing out. Of course, here in the States, you got to wake up at like 11 o'clock at night and tune in to ESPN, the Ocho, or something else. I don't know why it's not caught on. Quite honestly, the game is the best of both worlds. If you are a football fan and a football fan, that would be football and football. But if you're a fan of both, then rugby is the sport to watch. Howdy, Skip. Great to see you, sir. In case anybody's wondering, yes, I am still smoking Stumbo's Num Nums. Huva Ilta, Boris. I guess it is actually just barely afternoon, though. It's not late enough to actually say evening. Oh, howdy, Steph. Great to see you, ma'am. Though I'm saying, if you're wanting to keep your feminine wiles, you need to shave that beard. And for all y'all Navy guys, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say go Cougs. Though I've got a feeling that Navy's going to somehow pull a win out of this one. Scott, howdy, sir. Great to have you on board as well. Now, of course, we're only going to hang out right up for about 35 more minutes. If y'all got some cigar questions that you want answered, go ahead and get them in there quick. Because we're not running on a full allotted amount of time right now. This is a tailgate. And tailgates end when the show begins. We know this. Boris, I'm right there with you. Oh, God, Scott, that's right. You are moving. Where are you moving to again? I remember I remember you telling us all, but I don't remember where. That's right, Damascus, Virginia. Yeah, I am not for moving. I moved well, for 3 straight years, I was on the road, and every couple of weeks or so, we had to move to a new location. Literally packed everything away and took what you absolutely needed for a full year because you weren't going to be anywhere near your stuff. So even in summer, you were still packing all your winter gear because you weren't going to be home until it got cold. And Lord knows you took off January 1st headed for whatever location you were headed for. And you weren't going to be home until the week before Christmas. I mean, that was it. 2 weeks. Week before Christmas, week after Christmas. That was it. That is a rough set of circumstances there, Scott. Hopefully everything works out well for you. Um, I know what it feels like to not have a job. Right now, I don't have a job. Haven't for a while. With this COVID thing, it was the best situation for myself and the wife and the mother-in-law is that I just didn't go out and get another job right away. Because as I've said a bunch of times, I have psoriasis, which means I have an overactive immune system. That's all that psoriasis really is an overactive immune system. It has nothing else to do, so it says, hey, look, skin cells, they look like they're doing something wrong. Let's jack with that. So I'm going to survive this pandemic no matter what happens. Good morning, Smoking Ronnie. Howdy, sir. Great to have you on board as well. But yeah, it's the whole reason I don't have a job right now. Is just if I had a job, my wife would have to do some of that shopping, and with her having asthma and my mother-in-law having asthma, it's not quite as safe for them to go out. It's getting a little stressful at the house though, because my mother-in-law really almost never goes anywhere now, and my wife as well hardly ever goes anywhere. So they're getting like stir crazy, cabin fever sort of. All right, Scott, you be careful out there, and hey, be very careful on the move. I know that it's all stressful and all that, but if you're driving down the road and you're tired, you got all your stuff with you, even though you're sitting there thinking, hey man, it's only another couple of hours, you know what? Safer to take that little bit of a break and not have an accident there in the last 20 feet. A lot of people will let their guard down in the last 5 miles right there near where they're comfortable, and they fall asleep or they get into an accident, and it just gets to be troubles on top of troubles. So know that we're thinking of you, and just be safe out there. Because we want you to be back. We want you to be around. You're fun. We like it. Ronnie, it is definitely a beautiful Texas morning. It was a little chilly this morning when I first got up and got out here. below 60 degrees. Yeah, I know, I'm calling that chilly. Not cold, but not exactly comfortably warm enough to say, okay, just a t-shirt. So I am wearing a long sleeve t-shirt, but it says Michigan and it's college game day, so yeah, I decided this would be the t-shirt I would wear. In case anybody doubted when I said, read my shirt, I meant it. Alright, so I'm going to tell anybody this right now, and y'all can quote me on this. You don't have to, but I'm going to put it out there like this. This James Stumbo Num Nums blend, which is supposedly all Virginia, it tastes like it might have a little burley in it. And it is a little more peppery than you would expect out of a pure Virginia blend. Almost like it's got just a touch of Perique hidden down in there. Oh, thank you, Smoking Ronnie. Yeah, Southern Draw Cigars. I met both of the owners, well, the official owner and his wife, Sharon. I've met them several times, and man, they're real cool people. Got a hellacious story. I'm not going to tell their story on air because it might upset some people, but if you ever get the chance to talk to the owners of Southern Draw Cigars, take that opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, Sharon is going to make most of the guys out there kind of turn their head no matter what kind of women they're into, because she's something to look at. She's quite pretty. I'm not trying to say that you gotta look at her, but there's going to be a lot of damn. First time you meet her, yeah, she's smoking hot. And y'all can get on to me for saying such things if you want to. I mean, I understand that. But I mean, I'm happily married. Not a problem. My wife's a pretty woman. It's not a problem. Sharon is. She's model kind of hot. You would expect her to be able to hold her own in any group of Victoria's Secret supermodels. It's not going to be hard for her to do. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have some pretty women here around the YTPC. We do. We've got some really good looking women here in the YTPC. Not really surprised. But we all know that there are some women out there that are just, they're head turners. I've met a lot of them. Now, Roddy, I worked at a cigar shop, and Southern Draw was doing a event right at our shop here in the Houston area, up near Intercontinental Airport. Now, I'm not going to tell you the name of the shop, but it is the closest cigar shop to Intercontinental, which is Bush Intercontinental Airport. And when they came in, I had a Drew Estates hat on. because it felt like a Drew Estates day, and I was wearing my Drew Estates hat. I always wear hats, okay? It's even if my hair looks good, you can see, it's thinning in places. So I always wear a hat. Uh, and I've got a bunch of cigar hats because I worked in a cigar shop. But of course, they came in and they were like, "Hey, we can't have you wearing a Drew Estates hat at a Southern Draw event. Come on now." And they handed me a hat. There I was getting a hat literally handed to me by the owner, and Sharon wasn't even there. And I switched out hats like it was no problem at all, because it wasn't a problem. I like this hat. I love this hat. This hat is awesome. It's also perfect for Texas because it's got some cooling factor from all of the interiors and all that. It's actually from Outdoor Caps. You see the cigar symbol on there. But, it's from cryptech.com. And instead of a winter weight hat, it's somewhere in between summer and winter weight. But it's just going to be, you can sweat and the band absorbs it and then it gets rid of it. It's great. Ronnie, if you are not getting a hat from them, it's because you didn't try hard enough, because they are no problem about blowing out their swag. They want to see people wearing it. And like I said, if you can get them talking about where they actually started and how they got it started and everything, that story is fascinating. Steve and Miss Kathy, if you're there, howdy and welcome. Glad to see y'all in. I think I went against Oklahoma, but I'm going for Oklahoma State today, Steve. So don't feel bad. I did not pick Texas teams at all. In fact, I took Arkansas over Texas A&M. I think Arkansas is going to pull it out. Don't get me wrong, the Aggies are good. But I think that winning streak for Texas A&M is going to come to a close. What is it? 7, 8, 9 games in a row that Texas A&M's won. All things come to an end eventually. I hate it when I get down to that 20-minute mark. So I know some of us did, but have we started noticing that Raphael's doing a Saturday morning show? Attendance is a little light, but it's a good show. Sports is the highlight. So if you happen to be into some college football, I'm going to say you might want to tune in. He's got good takes. He gives good stats. The talk revolves around sports more than it does around the pipes and stuff that we're smoking. I mean, we do talk pipes and such, but it's much more sports centric than smoke. By the way, Steve, how is the weather up there in Oklahoma? It's only a little above 60 right now in the Houston area. I figure y'all are probably a little cooler. Uh, Hopefully, it's nice and easy on you. Well, Steph, if it's still Steph, if it's Skip, we'll skip that part. I am not big into college sports. A lot of people say, "Oh, college, they're still playing for the love of the game." No, they're playing for the love of that paycheck. Understood, Steve, understood. There's a lot of other stuff in the world other than sports. I've just always been a sports fanatic. Temperature's about the same there. Nice. So, this is what I call great outdoor working weather. You can work all day in 59 through 70-degree temperatures, and you're still able to really put in a damn good day of work. It starts getting up to the 80s if your humidity is high, and then the 90s, and then 100, and it wears you out. But this weather here, this is beautiful. Couldn't love it more. In If I was God and could change the weather to anything I wanted, it would stay this all the time. I'd figure out a way to water the grass without needing a bunch of rain, because it's just bright blue skies, sun shining. I mean, y'all can see the sun right here behind me. Just a beautiful day. Just loving it. Absolutely loving it. By the way, Steve and Kathy, I saw that Nelly video, and I'm going to tell you that was a beautiful pipe roll. For any of y'all who haven't seen NC Piper, she recently put out a Yabo. Had some hand cream in there, and a pipe roll, and a pipe. I was downright jealous a little bit. Of course, I mean, I can remember hanging out around some tribe people back when I was much younger, and man, just the smell of their leather work was like, just want to stuff your face into it and just take a big sniff. And so soft. How they could get hide that was that thick to be that soft, I don't even want to know. I know it's got to be a lot of work. I grew up down around the King Ranch, so we didn't much have for deer. I mean, we had some deer, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it was this head of cattle or that head of cattle. Of course, King Ranch is kind of famous because they've got the only Texas horse to ever win the Triple Crown. Look it up. It's an actual thing that happened. You know, that same thing that Secretariat did? Okay, nobody's competing with Secretariat. But, yeah, the King Ranch actually had a Triple Crown winner. For those of you who like horse racing. Again, I like all sports. Show me a sport I don't like. I dare you. Find one. Good luck. Don't get me wrong, there's a few I don't like to play because I'm either not good at it or I don't actually understand all the rules. But I would still sit there and watch it. I've never played hockey. Ever. Love hockey. It's not the love about guys with sticks on skates slapping around something the size of a hand grenade into a little bitty net past some guy that looks like he weighs 800 pounds. Oh, very nice, Boris. Very nice. I am still smoking Stumbo's Yum Yums. Telling you. Probably one of the best all Virginia blends I have ever had. Now, I'm not a big, huge fan of all Virginia blends. I will smoke them on occasion, but normally I like something with a little more strength and like a little bit of pepper from Perique. But it's got all that. Hey, we're in the last couple of minutes. Let's go ahead and do a bowl call. Hey, why not? What are you smoking in? What are you smoking it in? I know I forgot to do it on Thursday. I'm pretty sure I forgot to do it on Friday. Of course, I expected I was going for 3 hours on Friday, and then Chad showed up. Good to see Chad alive still. Because word I had on Thursday was that Chad was going back into the hospital. Luckily, fake news about his demise was obviously harshly exaggerated. And Steph, Skip, if y'all aren't smoking, don't worry. We know you're going to be on here in a little bit, and we know you like to light up right there in front of us. Oh, yeah. Now, I mean, I knew Nelly had sent y'all that tobacco bomb. But, you know, that pipe roll was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And that pipe, you could tell it had some work done to it. It wasn't just a standard Missouri meerschaum. There was some extra stuff done there. Carter Hall and a basket pipe. That's always a good choice. I like basket pipes. They're a knock-around pipe. You don't have to sit there and think, oh my God, I set it down. I got to go clean it. You can say, you know what, it was not that expensive. I can clean it later tonight. It's fine. If you got to set it down on the lawn, you're not looking for, oh, the perfect place to set it. You can just drop it on the ground and do what you got to do. If it gets a couple of dings or something, you can just kind of say, well, you know, it's got some character. It's fine. You show me a Costello that you're tossing on the ground all of a sudden. No. You're looking for that pipe stand so you can set it down nice and gently so that you can keep that in as perfect condition as you want to. If you pay for a Costello or win a Costello, you might want to take good care of it. Speaking of Costellos, our own favorite blonde Canadian is out there putting out a cooking challenge. Videos are out. Instructions are in. Now it's up to people to just do their best. There's a Costello and a Radice and another pipe. 3 different stuff going out. Total on price, a little over $1,000. Super nice. I don't care. I would love to just take second. Well, Boris, if I was going to be smoking with you, it would probably be a Partagas D. The weather feels right for Partagas Ds. Though for New Year's, I almost always smoke a Pollo de Monterey Epicure #2. A little difficult to get here in the States, but worth the effort. Steph, if I could get across town right now, I would definitely see about bringing something. My problem right now is with me having just really tried to clear up through some allergies. Uh, my wife is completely like, nope, you ain't going nowhere. Damn it. But, Steph, I'll see if I can get it to happen. I mean, I've got a few thoughts of some sticks that he can't get over there, at least not readily. And he and I like pretty much the same sticks, so I've got a pretty good idea of sticks he would enjoy. Yes, Boris, I think with our similar cigar taste palette, we could probably get there. Now I like Latakia where he doesn't. And he likes burley more than I do, but in cigars, we're pretty close. Well, looky there. We're down to the last 3 minutes, and it literally just changed to 3 minutes. So, things to watch out for the rest of the day. Do remember, there is going to be shows going on throughout the day. I'm Just Chris normally comes on. All Briared Up will definitely make a showing. The Steve and Kathy live at 1 o'clock p.m. That's tomorrow. Let's see, there is also Dingus. I'm not sure if he's doing his this week or not. I didn't ask him. I should have. But he normally does. That's James for anybody who's been missing that. And he normally goes live just before Jose Cavendish, live from Chile. And then, of course, there's Jeff, Ohio Piper. And you know what? Let's just be honest. It is a lot of people doing a lot of shows. If you're not signed up for the Briar Report newsletter, you're missing out. A lot of missing out. 965, one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorites. Now, menthol snuff, I think I'm probably going to hang out without, mostly because that stuff drives my sinuses completely nuts. But it sounds interesting. By the way, howdy, Tom. So let's remind ourselves, last minute here. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. Keep doing the best you can on that. And as per always, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and I will see you on Stephen Skip's show here in just a minute. Bye for now. Thanks for being here.